Hey guys, welcome to the 101 and 10 wrap up show. Yes, it is the last Saturday of this month and of this year of 2022. I hope you guys had a great year seeing both season one and season two of our shows. And for those who don't know, the 101 and 10 is our music show dedicated to music artists where we get to find out about their musical influences, their experiences, their struggles, and also their success stories as artists. And one of the great things I love about this show is that we actually get to really experience some of their life experiences as independent artists. And a lot of times when we see music artists, we usually see them when they're pretty successful at their top, whether they break through on a song or they're collaborating with another artist. So they have some type of breakthrough in mainstream popular culture. And I love the fact that I get to interview so many different artists from so many different backgrounds and all over the world. And some of them share similar struggles, similar adversities. Well, most of them share quite a few adversities that are quite similar. And you wouldn't think that because some of the artists that I have interviewed, especially on season two, are signed artists. So you would think if you're a signed artist and you're independent, you will have some kind of control over your music, which they do. However, they struggle with becoming more popular and keeping their music authentic. And I believe that's a problem that most artists struggle with, being authentic and being true to themselves as artists, because a lot of times when you have managers or a team of people and they are experienced as well, whether they have worked with major labels or not, they kind of have an idea of how your music could get that first break or that major airplay on popular radio stations or on popular internet radio stations as well. However, a lot of artists still want to stay true to themselves and their music, and they don't want to lose that authenticity. So it's a hard battle of really staying true to yourself or really trying to listen to the people that's a part of your team that may have a little bit more musical experience or business experience in the music industry. So it's been an exciting year for season two of the 101 and 10. Now, I did host season one of the 101 and 10, which premiered back in 2020. And originally, this show wasn't a show, it was a blog. And we turned it into a show back in 2020. Just because of the fact that it was the pandemic and we really couldn't get out to see any artists. So it kind of made sense to turn it into a virtual show. So, one of the things I love about season two is that the artists are so real and so genuine. I have been able to experience some of their stories, just visualizing some of their trials and tribulations and the adversity as well. Also, the artists too on season two, I think I'm a little bit more spiritual than the ones that were on season one, maybe because I have spiritually ascended so much this year. So it was like really being able to ride with them on so many different levels. And if they we weren't spiritually riding on the same level when it came to their music or their background. There was some connection when it came to just their struggle as an artist as well. And whether you're an artist or not, you can understand when you're trying to get your brand out there, when you're trying to become this success story, and you're dealing with all different other people who have been there out there longer than you, grinding than you. Some people haven't been out there grinding longer than you, and they're able to get their foot in the door, and you haven't been able yet. We can all relate to that in some type of way, fashion, and form, whether you're an artist or whether you're a business owner, whether you are working in an industry to try to get yourself into a higher position. So it is definitely a relevant and relatable show that touches all hearts and all lives, and it also inspires people as well. It inspired me so much hearing the artist stories, hearing their music, being able to feel their music and figure out and actually be able to feel where they're coming from when they're writing these songs and or they're playing these instruments, and how you can just vibrate with them on a totally different level. And that's what music really is about. It's really about feeling and having that connection. It's not just about watching a show and saying, yeah, 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 I don't want to hear about your issues or your story. It's really connecting with that person on such a different level. And that's really what the 101 and 10 is about. And that's what I experienced this year in 2022. And I'm looking forward to blast for 2023. I don't think I'm going to take a break this year to end season 2 into season 3. I think I'm just going to go right through the year. With the next season, I really want to be able to allow so many artists to have their story told, for them to talk about their experiences, to talk about their trials and tribulations, to share that with you guys, and to also vibe to their music and understand where they're coming from when you hear their music as well. So that's where I'm at when it comes to the 101 and 10, that authenticity, that genuine type of love that you feel and express through your music. And that feeling comes through so genuine and so lovely. Now, I know there's some artists that haven't been able to express their music in so many different ways, and they haven't had the platform to do that. So I always tell people, if you want to be on the 101 and 10, make sure you email us at the 101 and 10 at urbansocializenj.com. My team will actually check out your Facebook, your Twitter, your website as well, because we want to make sure the people that are going to be on our show fits the criteria for the 101 and 10. We want to make sure that we're going to continue to have really good, feel good artists that's talking about positivity, that's grinding, that are actually empowering not just themselves but other people as well. And those are the people that we want on the 101 and 10. And if you fit any of those categories, please email us again at the 101 and 10 at urbansocializenj.com. And please follow the show as well, and you'll see all that information underneath this video, to follow us on social media platforms as well, and of course myself, and to make sure you catch up with the 101 and 10. So if you haven't watched any of our episodes from 2022, now is the time to do so. Make sure you go to the 101 and 10 on our website at www.urbansocializenj.com, where you can see all our shows from 2022. And you can also check out season 1 of the 101 and 10 as well, just to get kind of acquainted with all the artists that we had on the show so far this year. I look forward to seeing you in 2023. Have a happy new year, guys. Take care of yourself and God bless. Bye.